In this video, we're going to go over a slightly more challenging example. We're going to make a truth table for the sentence not A or B, that entire thing, and A. So let's start here by writing out our variables. So we have A and B. Those are our two variables. So A, let's do capital A. Oops, A and B. So our goal is to build up to this final sentence. Let me copy this whole sentence here. And let's paste it at the very end. Okay, so we need to build this up. The first thing to notice is that we have a not A or B. This whole quantity needs to be built. Well, the first thing to see there is that not A is missing. So let's build that up. Not A. So now we can build that, and then this part, we now have all the pieces to build not A or B. Let's write that. Not A or B. Oops, let me put the not symbol instead of that. And now we can build the final sentence, which is the whole quantity, not A or B, and A. Great. And this is not bolded, but we can make it bold if you'd like. Okay. So these first two columns are always filled out the same way. Let's do it. All caps again. True, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Right, if you're not comfortable with that, again, just think about the idea. Both are true, both are false, and then alternating. Those are the only four ways this situation can happen. And now let's just go column by column. Not A is the opposite truth value of A. So if A is true, not A is false. If A is true, not A is false. If A is false, not A is true. If A is false, not A is true. Great. Now I have this statement, not A or B. So my eyes have to look at these two columns, not A, and we also have to look at the column for B. Let's put this in a color. So remember, the truth condition for OR says that as long as one of these two is true, the entire statement is true. So let's do it. So we have not A is false, and we have B is true. That means the entire thing is true, since one of them is true. Here we have both of them as false, which means the entire statement is false. Here both are true, which means the entire statement is true. One is true, one is false, meaning the entire statement is true. Great. So now what's next? We have to build this big column. Not A or B, which is this column right here. So let's put this in a new color. Maybe I'll put, I don't know, like a light red. Not A or B, and then the other side of this and sign is an A. We started with that over here. So these are the two columns my eyes are looking at when constructing this column. So remember the conditions for the and sign. In order for the and to be true, both pieces have to be true. So let's just go step by step. The first part is this, not A or B. That's true, and A is true. Since both of them are true, that means the entire sentence is true. Not A is false, sorry, not A or B is false. A is true. Because they're both not true, this is false. This is true and this is false. Because they're both not true, that means the entire sentence is false. Similarly here, the first one is true, the second one is false. Because they're both not true, the entire statement is false. Therefore, this is the final answer. We see that, and I'll use green to do it like this. We see that the only time this statement, this sentence, not A or B and A is true is when A is true and B is true. Cool. So that's the answer. Hopefully it helped, just going through step by step, column by column, building up that full value and just applying the truth conditions. You have to know the truth conditions. So yeah, hope that helped. Thanks so much. Bye.